Hello everyone, Brendon Snyder here. How are you? Today we're going to take a look at two different albums that Jim Steinman did. We've got the original 1977 Meatloaf sung album of Bat Outta Hell, and then we've got the 2017 musical version, Bat Outta Hell, that was written and fleshed out and produced by Jim Steinman. Meatloaf does not sing on that. It's the original cast. So, the 1977 version of this here originally started out as a musical and developed into this rock album almost as a soundtrack to what they had intended. And it took it, nearly 40 years for it to actually be realized as the musical itself. And then finally in 2017, we get that. So kicking things off in 1977, we have this classic album here, and the track listing that's on it's kicking off with Bat Outta Hell, and then you took the words right out of my mouth, and then it's, quotes, Hot Summer Night, Heaven Can Wait, All Revved Up with No Place to Go, 2 out of 3 Ain't Bad, and then 6, Paradise by the Dashboard Light, another classic that's on here, and For Crying Out Loud. And all of those appear in the musical version of it, but the musical version is a 2-disc set. And this one here has tracks that range with Bat Outta Hell, but it's also got the other Bat Outta Hells. It's got Bat Outta Hell 2 that came out in 1993, and then it's got Bat Outta Hell 3 itself, The Monster Is Loose. It's got tracks off of that. All of them are the Jim Steinman tracks. It's got tracks that he had off of his solo record. It's got some stuff off of Dead Ringer, which was the follow-up to Bat Outta Hell, the first one. And then it's got one of the tracks from the album Braver Than We Are. And so the musical version of it here is much more than just the album Bat Outta Hell itself. This one here has opens with Love and Death and the American Guitar, then All Revved Up with No Place to Go, also joined with Wasted Youth, Who Needs the Young, then it's got It Just Won't Quit, followed by Out of the Frying Pan and Into the Fire, Good Girls Go to Heaven, Bad Girls Go Everywhere, 2 out of 3 Ain't Bad, Paradise by the Dashboard Light, Making Love Out of Nothing at All, and then Bat Outta Hell. The second disc has In the Land of the Pig, The Butcher is King, followed by Heaven Can Wait, then Objects in the Rearview Mirror May Appear Closer Than They Are, followed by For Crying Out Loud, then You Took the Words Right Out of My Mouth, Hot Summer Night, Not Allowed to Love, What Part of My Body Hurts the Most, followed by Dead Ringer for Love, then Rock and Roll Dreams Come Through, It's All Coming Back to Me Now, and I do it all, Anything for Love, but I Won't Do That. Of course, the classic off the 1993 Bat Outta Hell 2 album. And the order of these are really good. I mean, it's almost like a live show, so of course ending with the biggest song of them all. This is a studio recording, so like the 77, they're both studio, but the main difference is that, of course, the musical itself has a cast recording to it. So it's all the members of the cast doing the performance of it, and it's sort of big, bombastic, over the top, much more energy to it on this one here. But of course, this one here is more of a rock album and has Meatloaf singing all of the tracks themselves with a few co-leads by some background singers and people on it and whatnot. So, if you're looking for, of course, the Meatloaf classic, this is the way to go. If you're looking for something that's a rockin', straight ahead sort of performance, again, this one is the way to go. But if you're looking for something a little bit different, a little bit new, that's got a multiple different lead vocalists singing on it, trying to tell a story, swapping different lines and things like that, and more of a Broadway-esque production on it where it's a little over the top and that sort, this would be, of course, the way to go. But both of these are very interesting and unique in and of themselves, and I'm glad to see that 40 years later, Jim Steinman was finally able to get his dream realized and released as the Broadway production that it is. It started out in London, and then it did come to New York. This was the tour book that was from it, and just so you can see a little bit of what the production was like, let you see some of the images and things from it here. It was a pretty fantastic show. with a lot of rock and roll elements and whatnot, but the dancing and the motorcycles and everything else, it's definitely a Rocky Horror-esque flavor to it, with everything that was able to be done in the production. Unfortunately, it didn't last that long. It was, 10 to 15 weeks, I think, kind of a thing. But I was glad to see that they did do it. The rest of the stuff, it's got a cool little write-up of each of the cast and Jim Steinman and stuff like that in the back, and photos of the producers and director and stuff like that in here. So you get a little bit of extra stuff in it. It's almost like it's you can see this is like a tour book as opposed to the standard play production books, playbills and things like that that you usually get. But there you go. Two very cool releases done by Jim Steinman. The original 1977 Bat Out of Hell and the 2017 40 Years On musical version of the same thing. All right, hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. I'm always interested to hear what your opinions are of this. Hope everyone has a great day, and I'll talk to you all real soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.